Unless you're for some reason a fan of personal cinema headsets, wonder who fits that bill, you almost certainly haven't heard of Royole. That's okay. Founder and CEO Bill Liu actually wanted it that way. Unbeknownst to most of the world, Royole has quietly been working to pioneer and perfect its own flexible screens since 2012. And its new FlexPai smartphone represents something of a coming out party. Before we go any further though, we need to get a few things straight. Yes, this is a real product that you can actually buy right now. Yes, this basically unknown company beat Samsung to the market with a foldable smartphone. And yes, it actually works. All that really matters though is the 7.8-inch MOLED display that folds in half to form a usable, if kind of unwieldy, smartphone. All told, it doesn't get much more bleeding edge than this. This isn't the first time the FlexPai has broken cover. It went on a world tour of sorts in late 2018. The difference is the device wasn't quite ready for production back then. And it definitely showed. At CES though, the company is showing off production models that actually work pretty well. There's a very specific kind of joy that manifests when you unfold a phone into a tiny tablet. There's no mechanism to lock the screen when it's unfolded, so if you hold it in one hand, you'll definitely notice the slight bend along its hinge. And at least on the models that were tested at CES, the cameras were absolutely god-awful. They technically worked, but that's about the nicest thing that could be said about them. At this point, it seems pretty clear, though, that the future of smartphones is packing ever bigger displays into ever smaller bodies. And Liu believes Royole's low-key work has set the company up for success. He might be onto something. Google is working to build foldable device support into Android, a move that could fix some of the company's biggest software and compatibility issues. And if nothing else, Liu hasn't ruled out the idea of just supplying foldable screens to other smartphone manufacturers. Even if the FlexPai gets overshadowed by flashier rivals, there are ways forward for the company. At $1,318, it isn't cheap, but it's much less than I would have thought, considering it's a world's first. In any case, expect to see the name Royole a lot more very, very soon. Reaching victims of a natural disaster as quickly as possible is paramount for saving as many lives as you can. But damage to the region's roads, bridges, and other infrastructure often makes that task nearly impossible. But with the new Elevate Ultimate Mobility Vehicle, otherwise known as UMV from Hyundai's Cradle division, first responders will be able to crawl and generally cruise over even the most impassable obstacles with ease. Namely because each of the vehicle's four wheels is affixed to an articulated, extendable leg. Based on a modular EV platform, the Elevate can be deployed in a variety of emergency situations, from earthquakes and hurricanes to avalanches and tsunamis, simply by swapping the cabin out from the underlying vehicle frame. Each leg is afforded 5 degrees of freedom, while each wheel is packed with its own motor, enabling the UMV to maintain its progress even if one or two wheels can't get traction. If worse comes to worse, the vehicle can even freeze its wheels and simply walk over the debris in its way. It can easily clear 5-foot tall walls and span 5-foot wide gaps in pavement. And once the first responders are clear of the disaster zone, the Elevate's legs retract under the cabin and drive like a conventional EV. Future versions of the platform could theoretically be used for a variety of applications beyond emergency response. This technology goes well beyond emergency situations. People living with disabilities, for instance, worldwide that don't have access to an ADA ramp could hail an autonomous Hyundai Elevate that could simply walk up to their front door, level itself, and then allow their wheelchairs to roll right in. The possibilities are limitless. Continuing with transportation news, Uber got a step closer to on-demand aerial taxis at CES as partner company Bell Helicopter unveiled a new flying car design in Las Vegas. Uber said the Nexus represents a major step in its Elevate initiative to create an on-demand Uber Air network, and shows it is on track for delivering the world's first aerial rideshare network within the coming years. With plans to test flying car designs by 2020 and a launch of commercial service in 2023, Uber Air has partnered with several aircraft manufacturers on the development of eVTOL aircraft, as well as Bell Helicopter. These include Boeing's Aurora Flight Sciences, Mooney, and Karam Aircraft. Bell has been the first to publicly exhibit a full-scale model, however, after several other partners put forward concept images at Uber's annual Elevate Summit last year. Uber Air is part of the Uber Elevate program, which is aiming to reduce individual car ownership and change the way people travel in urban areas with, for instance, Uber Pool ride sharing and Uber Jump electric bikes. And, there's others out there too. The company believes eVTOLs will become an affordable form of daily transportation for the masses, even less expensive than owning your very own car, with costs comparable to its car ride-sharing rates. Uber Elevate's in-house team includes some rock stars, former NASA employees Mark Moore, who created the first VTOL at NASA, and Tom Previtt, who created NASA's first ever airspace system. With them is Selena Mikolajczak, formerly senior manager of battery development at Tesla, and Eric Allison, who developed self-piloting air taxi Cora. Okay, I do love technology, but it does scare me a little bit when technology crosses that barrier into health and beauty products. Olay's Face Navi Smart Wand isn't a magic solution for perfect skin, but apparently it's pretty fun. The Smart Wand is a handheld device that uses electromagnetic pulses to transform a singular Olay face cream into a multi-use product, able to treat puffiness, wrinkles, sagginess, discoloration, uneven skin, and other conditions in one felt swoop. The process starts on the Olay Skin Advisor mobile app. You simply enter your name and your birth year and snap a selfie of yourself. The app asks if you have any areas you're particularly concerned about, like dark circles, sagging skin, wrinkles, etc. And then it tells you how old your skin looks. Hopefully, if you're lucky, it tells you you're a little bit younger than your actual age. The app itself uses machine learning to read each face and pop out an accurate reading of age and problem areas. An Olay representative said they assured the system doesn't lowball or highball estimated ages to give users a shot of endorphins or send them on a shame-induced spending spree. It's all in the algorithm. The Skin Advisor app then opens up in selfie mode, but this time with AR stickers. Spots of color appear on your face, indicating specific issues. Here's where the cream and the wand come into play. You slather your face in the associated Olay cream, pair the wand with your phone, and get to work. Pressing the middle slope of the wand to your face makes it vibrate slightly. As you swipe it over different color zones, the electromagnetic pulses change, making the cream react with your skin in different ways. On screen, the color blocks fade as the wand hits them, little stars shooting out to indicate a job well done. Olay's goal with the Smart Wand is to replace a half-dozen creams, balms, scrubs, and sprays that some people use at the end of the day. I'm not sure if it actually accomplished this goal, but using the wand is quite satisfying from what people say, and its subtle vibrations are soothing. In the worst case scenario, the Face Navi Smart Wand is fairly calming and indulgent, if not downright fun to use. No word on when this will be released, but I would suggest if it's something that interests you, that you have a look at it. It definitely looks like one of those rare cases where technology is put to good use in the health and beauty industry.